What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Stats with Evan, and welcome to episode 3 of the Stats with Evan Game of the Week. This week we got the 12th ranked Texas A&M Aggies taking on the defending national champion Clemson Tigers. Let's get it poppin'. So coming into this week, Texas A&M is 1-0, Clemson is also 1-0. The Aggies are tied for first in the SEC West. Yeah, I know it's early, but might as well get into the habit now, you know what I'm saying? And the Tigers are tied for first in the ACC Atlantic. For Texas A&M, this is their only game against the ACC. For Clemson, this is their first of 2 against the SEC. They'll close out the regular season against South Carolina in Columbia. Last week, Texas A&M beat Georgia State 41-7. Clemson's coming off a 52-14 win against Georgia Tech. So here's what you need to know about the two teams going into this week. This is the 6th all-time meeting between Texas A&M and Clemson. Aggies lead the all-time series 3-2. Their last meeting was September 8th of last season when Clemson beat Texas A&M 28-26 in College Station. Texas A&M is on a 5-game win streak dating back to last season, while Clemson's coming off back-to-back wins over Texas A&M. That dates back to 2005. So now here's the players to keep an eye on for this week. For Texas A&M, it's Kellen Mond. Last week against Texas State, Mond was 19 for 27 for 194 yards, 3 pass touchdowns, 1 rushing score, which combines for 4 touchdowns. Mond's looking to bring the noise on offense this week for the Aggies. And for Clemson, you think I'm talking about Trevor Lawrence here, don't you? Well, plot twist, I'm talking about Travis Etienne. Last week against Georgia Tech, Etienne had 12 carries for 205 yards and 3 touchdowns. Etienne, paired with Trevor Lawrence, looks like one of the best dynamic duos on offense in college football. So here's how Texas A&M can win this game. The Texas A&M Aggies head into Death Valley with one thing and one thing only on their mind: revenge. Texas A&M feels like they should have beat Clemson last year in College Station on their home turf, and now the Aggies look to even the score. Texas A&M comes with a defense that held in-state foe Texas State in check last week to the tune of 219 total yards, including just 8 rushing yards. 8! And 7 points to start the 2019 season on the right foot. Now they face arguably their toughest test of the season. Emphasis on arguably though, because Alabama is coming to College Station on October 12th. But for this week, they head to Clemson to take on the defending champions. Texas A&M wins if their defensive line plays even half as well as they played last week to stuff Clemson at the line of scrimmage. So that was how Texas A&M can win this game, but now let's look at how Clemson can win. The Clemson Tigers started their title defense with a resounding win over conference foe Georgia Tech, and now they look to remain undefeated as they take on Texas A&M in their second straight home game, which accounts for 3 of their first 4 games. For Clemson, the name of the game is offense, and the Tigers are coming off a game last week where they scorched Georgia Tech for 52 points on 632 total yards. For Clemson, this could be viewed as the first true test of their ability to defend their throne as they play the first of what is currently just 2 ranked teams on their schedule. The next is next week when they take on currently number 21 Syracuse at the Carrier Dome. Clemson wins if they can establish the run game to leave Texas A&M in the dust. And now here's my thoughts. Let me tell you, y'all really know how to pick a game of the week. A rematch of what may have been one of the best games of the 2019 season pits a Clemson offense that comes off a 600-yard week against the Texas A&M defense that's fresh off a game where they allowed just 8 yards rushing. So something's got to give here. Add on to this, both teams played last Thursday, so they're going to be on equal rest and plenty of it. As for who wins, early as it may be, Clemson appears to be the more battle-tested of the two, as the Tigers already have a conference win under their belt, while the Aggies only played a group of 5 school. So I'll say Clemson wins this one 38-14. So who y'all got? Texas A&M or Clemson? Let me know in the comments, and before I go, I'm sure y'all noticed the shirt. This is a new shirt, Bowie State. As I upload this video, Bowie State is about to kick off a game up in Massachusetts against American International College, and I'm probably at my computer right now pulling up the place to stream it, so let's go, Bowie! I can't wait to see y'all next week, Bowie, and Raleigh. So see y'all September 14th, Bowie. So until next time, for y'all, I'm Stats with Evan, and I hope you have a 100% day. See y'all later. Enjoy the game.